Hey everybody, welcome to the webinar. My name is Will and this is the Traffic for Your Funnel webinar. So first of all, just make sure, can you hear me? Hope you can. I'm not going to keep you all night long. Um, if you know me, I just try and avoid the fluff and get right into the nitty gritty as quick as I can because I can't sit through a long webinar either. So let's dive right in here. So what's a funnel? That's a question I actually got asked on email. So I figured, you know what, I better throw that in here. It's where people go before buying your product or becoming a lead. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're selling a physical product, doing print on demand, doing drop shipping, or if you're trying to sell an online course, or you're trying to get people on a webinar, or you're trying to get people to opt in to get on your email list, whatever you're doing, that's your funnel. Okay. So here's the thing though, if you stay till the end, I do have something special for you guys. So, but real quick, for those of you who don't know me, you just clicked on my ad on Facebook and now you're here. First of all, thank you for doing that. I totally appreciate it. Who the heck are you, Will? Well, this is me. My name is Will Hamerl. It's pronounced Hay to a guy named Merle. I've got 5 daughters, all H names. I live in London, Ontario, Canada. It's approximately 2 hours from Detroit, Michigan, or 2 hours from Toronto, too. So, my thing is, I love helping people with my coaching and my courses. I'm the founder of ppccoach.com. You can go there, check it out right now if you want. And I've trained over 10,000 online marketers since 2007, but I started personally in 2005 online. I'm basically a dinosaur in this world. Okay. This is me back in 2005. So you can see I actually got LASIK surgery since then, but that's a picture of my first big check, November 23rd, 2005. The amount's hard to see, but it's $17,489.53. That's US too. We didn't even have high resolution cameras back then, so I apologize. That was generated with secured loan leads using Google AdWords, and I would sell them to banks in the United Kingdom. So I'm in Canada, but I'm selling secured loan leads to people who came to my website, filled out some of the forms were like 90 fields long, like super long forms. So I would take that and sell it to people knew I was selling it. I used Yahoo Overture, and then I would switch to Google AdWords. But now I focus on Facebook ads. And interesting story, that check is actually the one that I showed to my wife, and I said, I got to quit my day job so I can start making some money. I showed her that, and that kind of convinced her, right? So, but the thing is, here's the thing, I'm not special, okay? Anyone can do this. And one thing I hear all the time is those who can't do teach, but that's not me, all right? This very webinar is proof. So the system I use works, all right? So I did run ads for this webinar because I'm trying to get traffic to my funnel, right? And it's a webinar funnel. So I got 423 people registered. It's actually more than that. It's about 464 now. And the cost per lead was about $1.72, which is wonderful. So I spent about $727.79, a little bit more than that now because this was taken this morning. So a couple more leads have come in since then. But here's the thing, experience matters. Okay, I'm not special, but experience does matter. If you don't have experience, you can borrow it. Now, what the heck does that mean? Well, you can seek out people who have been there and done that so that you can learn from them and have them help you. That's why experience matters. Now, after doing this since 2005 online, I learned a lot of things. On this webinar, I want to show you the 3 things I learned, and this is dealing with Facebook ads, okay? Number 1, targeting the perfect audience is vital. Number 2, there's 3 reasons most ads fail. I'm actually going to go into 4 in this case. And number 3, scaling your Facebook ads is tough. Okay, you can have the best sales funnel in the world, but if you don't have anyone looking at it, you'll never make a dime online. Traffic is vital. So it doesn't matter if you're a course creator, webinar, webinar funnels, opt-in funnels, physical products, print on demand. It doesn't matter. You need traffic, and Facebook supplies this in huge ways, right? I discovered how to do all this the hard way. I used my money, my time, and pulling out my hair a lot of nights trying to figure this out. You get to cheat. You get the easy way. So if you want the easy way that avoids costly mistakes, give me a yes sir in the chat box. Kanye even approves. So we know we know we're doing something right when Connie approves. And I do use a lot of memes in this, so they just make me laugh. Anyway, today we will cover three things. Number one, how to target the perfect audience. Number two, the three reason most ads fail. I'm going to give you a bonus fourth reason too. Number three, how to scale your Facebook ads. This is huge. Everybody asks me this all the time. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat box. Now, this was a live recording. Um, if not, you can go to the Facebook group too. Just go to Facebook, look for a PPC coach group, and I'm right on there too. Let us begin. Number one, how to target the perfect audience. So, first of all, who is it? The perfect audience is someone who's interested in your product or service. And you could target by interest, you could target by customer lists, you could target by custom audiences, you could target by lookalikes, but I've got a better way. Okay, it's a multi-step process, but I'm going to walk you through it right now. First step, create a video. 60 seconds maximum. Why? Because we want to be able to post this on Instagram as well as Facebook. And if you have a video over 60 seconds of trying to advertise it, they won't let you on Instagram. So I think there's some kind of cap there. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. But for example, sit in your vehicle and ask people what their biggest struggle is. That's what I did. Shoot it on your phone. Okay, don't drive your vehicle when you're doing this. I see a lot of guys that are actually driving and they're talking into their phone and shooting a video because they're pretending they're so busy in their life that they have to do that. But don't do that. That's dumb. You're going to get in an accident. You're going to get a big ticket. You might hurt somebody. Pull over to the side of the road or just sit in your driveway and do it if you really want to sit in a vehicle. Because I think the key is the background of the vehicle is there. So it's something different in the Facebook news feed. So that's why it works. But it's so super simple. So create your video. Second step, post the video on your page and ask them to comment below. For example, do you struggle getting traffic to your funnel? Please post your biggest struggle when it comes to Facebook ads below in the comments. So that's what you would do, right? Very, very easy to do. If you have any Facebook page, you've probably posted a lot of content to it already. So you're just posting a video to your page and you're asking them a question and you're asking them to comment below. It doesn't have to be my exact example, but whatever applies to the niche you're in. Okay? Third step, boost the post. So I should say get traffic to the post, and you can do that one of two ways. You can actually create a video view campaign in Facebook, or once your video is processed, there'll be like a blue button with white text on it, and it says boost post. You click that, it's like a little pop-up comes up, you fill in the details, you click boost, and then Facebook will basically advertise that post to other people for you. So a quick and dirty way to do it. But there is a fourth step. Now we've got the video on the page, and now we've run some traffic to it. So now we want to actually create a custom audience of people who viewed the video. What that means is a custom audience is just a list. Okay, it's a list of people who viewed the video, and there's several options here. You can go with based on the number of seconds they viewed, or based on the percentage of time they viewed, or whatever you want to do. But what this is going to do, if somebody viewed 75% of your video, well, that's now called the perfect audience for you. Okay, so you're going to want to create a custom audience of people who viewed 75% of your video. And there's a whole bunch of other options in there too when you go to do this, but that's the one that seems to work the best. Because it does, you end up with the perfect audience. Now, does that sound complicated? If you had a way to see that in action, would that help you? So I got to reiterate here, Facebook ads are not easy at first. And I love this one. Why you have to go and make things so complicated? I'm a horrible singer, but Avril Lavigne said it best. Okay, sometimes it is complicated. Sometimes you feel like you have to be a computer programmer in order to make this stuff work. But they do get easy once you've done it a couple times. So keep that in mind, all right? Let's go to number 2. The 3 reasons most ads fail. And I'm going to put 4 for you tonight. Reason number 1 is a severe lack of patience. Patience you must have. Okay, even Yoda says it, right? You have to give it some time. If you spend 50 cents in 30 minutes, don't get all squirrely about it. Don't start asking people, what do I do? What do I do? I've seen it so many times in groups and the people that I've coached and the people I've helped, and they'll say, hey Will, I launched this ad and I spent like $2.50 and it's been 8 hours, and what do I do? Should I kill it? Should I keep it? Should I increase the budget? Should I scale it? And I'm like, give it some time, my friend. Just be patient. All right. Now, daily budgets matter. Higher daily budgets require more time versus lower daily budgets. So you got to keep that in mind too when you're being patient. And the reason being, when you give Facebook a higher daily budget, they have more money to work with. They have more people to show your ad to. Okay? Simple. Reason number two that Facebook ads fail. People quit 2 feet from the finish line. I love this image. It's one of my favorite ones. So the guy up top is digging and digging and digging. He's coming out of the gate. He's swinging his axe. He wants to get to those diamonds. And the guy at the bottom has been doing that, and now he's getting discouraged. And somebody asked me once, how do I know when I'm near the finish line? How do I know not to quit? How do I know, like, where is the finish line? And I said to him, well, that's when you have to have somebody with experience tell you. Because if you've never got to the gold or got to the diamonds, then you don't know where it is. So you're going to struggle. So don't be that guy. Okay? Get some help. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. That's from Thomas Edison. So this dude invented the light bulb, along with a ton of other things. Imagine he didn't do that. I think it took him like over 10,000 tries to get it right. I love that, because he never quit. And thank God he didn't. Okay, imagine he quit. Imagine he just said, nah, I've tried it a couple times, I'm done. Well, where would we be? I'm sure somebody else would have came along, but still. It looked good on a webinar, right? I love this picture too. Never give up. Okay? Don't. If you're going for that cheese, put your helmet on, dive in there, and get it. Don't quit. Like anything worthwhile in life, if you quit, you'll never succeed. Sometimes it's very hard, but you can learn from others who have already done it and surround yourself with positive people who speak your language. That's key. All right? That's very key. Let's go on to reason number 3, the negative belief system. What is that? I think we all know what that is. Well, some of us might not, but it's what stops you from being great. It's what stops you from accomplishing things, because your brain tries to protect you from danger, and fear is dangerous to your brain, and doing something out of your comfort zone is dangerous to your brain. So your brain's going to stop you. So instead of thinking you can do anything you want, maybe you think you can't do anything you want. And that all starts with childhood. Maybe you told your parents you wanted to be an astronaut, and they said, "Oh, no, you can't do that. That's too much. Do you realize the amount of work you'd have to go through if you want to be an astronaut or a doctor?" Like, I have 5 daughters, and a couple of them want to be a doctor, and I said, "Awesome. What kind of doctor are you going to be?" And they're like, "Well, you think I can?" I'm like, "You can do anything you put your mind to. There's no limit to what you can do." And that's the thing. The greatest limitations you'll ever face will be those you place on yourself. It's so true. Remember that. Okay, imagine you didn't put limitations on yourself. Where would you be? We need to banish negative beliefs. So instead of I can't, it's I can. Instead of I shouldn't, it's I should. Instead of it's impossible, no, it's possible. Anything is possible. Make sure your worst enemy is not living between your own two ears. Okay, your brain. Sometimes it can be your worst enemy. Here's a bonus reason number 4. Your brain. Like I just said, your worst enemy. Now, there's a lady, Mel Robbins. You can look her up. She's awesome. She's got this 5-second rule that she came up with. But the basic gist is this. Your mind is designed to stop you. Okay, we're programmed to hesitate. Think about it. When you make a decision, what's the first thing you do? Let me think about it. There's a micro moment that wakes your brain. Okay, your brain could be doing something else while you're going about your business. And your brain says, hang on, why are they hesitating? Your brain now goes to work to protect you. Your brain magnifies risk to move you away from something it perceives as a problem or danger. Okay, so you have to stop waiting until you feel like doing something, and you just have to do it. Think about it this way. You're one decision away from a totally different life, totally different marriage, totally different relationship, totally different income, whatever. You're one decision away. The problem is emotions can take over. They can impact you. Or you have an alternative. You can learn to control that micro moment. Okay? That's the 5-second rule. You pretend it's like a rocket launch countdown. Literally in your head. when your next decision you make, if it's a big one, count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now decisions are easier. Reason being, there's a thing called metacognition. Okay, that's what it's called. That's a scientific mumbo jumbo for it. But what that means is it interrupts your emotional response. It activates your prefrontal cortex, and that's the part of your brain that likes change and isn't afraid to do dangerous things. I'm not going to steal her thunder. Mel Robbins has this whole thing. She's got a book on it. Check her out on YouTube. Check her out on her site. But it's the 5-second rule. You know what you should do, but your brain will try and talk you out of it. Just sabotage any change in behavior. It's very powerful stuff. It sounds simple, but it does work. Okay, now, do any of those sound familiar? Okay, you're not alone. All those reasons can be managed, right? Now, what if someone could help you with patience, never quitting, conquering negative beliefs, and helping train your brain to let you do things? Would that help speed things up? Well, let's hop into number 3 here. How to scale your Facebook ads. As you increase your daily budget, your ROI seems to tank. Now, is that true? Yes, it is. But your profit should increase, even though your ROI is dropping. Now, what the heck? What are you talking about, Will? Well, as Yoda would say, much to learn, you still have, young Padawan. Scaling fails because there's no system in place for it. What you have to do is cherry pick the best ad sets and scale those. It's hard though, because not every bidding type can be scaled by budget, at least not aggressively. And when I think of scaling, I always think of Mount Everest. So just join me on this journey for a second here. Say you wanted to scale this mountain, Mount Everest, and there's this death zone and all this fancy stuff and people have died, but think how this relates to Facebook ads. Okay, so here, when you want to scale Everest, do you know how long it takes? It takes a while. Don't Google it. I'll tell you. So people start here at base camp, and they go to camp 1. Then they stay there for a bit, then they go back down. They're adjusting their body to the altitude, and then they go back down. Then they go all the way to camp 2 and stay there for a bit. Then they come back down, and then they go all the way to camp 3, stay there for a bit. Then they come back down, and then I think from here is where they do the final push, but it could even be camp 4. I don't know if they go to camp 4 and come all the way down. They might. I'm not an Everest climber, but then they go all the way to top, and then they go all the way back down again. But do you know how long it takes? It takes 2 months to climb Mount Everest. Yet, we want to scale our Facebook ads instantly. It doesn't make sense, right? No, it doesn't at all. So why not crawl first, then walk, then run, then fly? Reason being, lack of patience, lack of systems, lack of experience, lack of confidence, lack of guidance. Those are all huge. You can scale easily by increasing the daily budget, but you have to use the right bid type. So you have to have the right settings in order to do this. Manual bidding allows for this. You control the flow of traffic with your bid. So how do I do it? Well, quite simply, I cherry pick the best ad sets and I focus on those for scaling. That's how I scale. And that's how you should scale too. Increase your budget. You can always add more ad sets, but increasing your budget gets you to the higher levels where you're spending money faster and you're making money faster. It's probably the best way to scale, okay? But you do need a system first. Otherwise, you have nothing to cherry pick. That makes sense? Now, so far in this webinar, would you agree that it's time well spent? Even the mindset part alone is worth it, because mindset is so huge and not too many people talk about it. But unfortunately, I can't cover everything you need in the webinar, even if we had all day. So this is slide number 68, and I don't want to keep you all night. Do you want to see the things we covered in much more detail? Want some guidance from an expert who's willing to show you it all? So give me one if you want to see the special offer. So here's the deal. Here's what you're going to get. Traffic for your funnel course. Okay? It's not 2, it's 4. Spelling mistake there. Here's what it involves. There's a bunch of modules. There's 14 of them, but I combined some here. The nitty-gritty setup details, about a $4.97 value. Who should you target your ads to? How should you approach your audience? Image and video ads in detail. Cold and warm traffic campaigns. Managing and scaling campaigns. I put this at a total value of $2,485. But that's not it, okay? I've got a couple bonuses. Remember we talked about scaling in the cherry picker method? Well, that's bonus number 1. Cherry picker method for scaling to massive traffic, $1,297 value right there. But I got another bonus. How to create the perfect audience for your ads, a $9.97 value. I told you how to do it, but I'll show you exactly step by step how to do it too. Okay? So here's what you're going to get so far. Traffic for your funnel course, the cherry picker method for massive scaling. Bonus number 2, how to create the perfect audience for your ads. Total value so far, $4,779. Now, if all this did was speed up your learning curve to get you profitable with Facebook ads faster, would it be worth it? If all it did was give you a proven system to follow in excruciating detail, would it be worth it? If all it did was give you access to a group of people who speak your language and a guy who's been doing this since 2005, would that be worth it? So I really do hope you can see why people are paying me $2,500 for me to help them with their ads. Okay, that's what I charge for one-on-one. And people do pay it. You can see why it's a great deal at $4,779. But I'm not doing that. Okay? This course is $1,497 to the general public. Now, since you guys are here, I'm not doing that either. You can get started now for $9.97. If you're interested, go here. ppccoach.com/traffic. But I'm not done with bonuses. You thought that was all? Nope. Got some more for you. Bonus number 3. Ugh, brain fart. Support. This is key. So a lot of courses you buy it, you watch it, you're done. Try and get the guy to support you is like pulling teeth. Not with me. You get into the private Facebook group, so you get instant access to that. That's about a $14.97 value right there. It's huge. And you can see that we're only charging $9.97 for it. Now, you've got two choices, right? You can do nothing. Don't take this leap of faith, 100% risk-free. Or, I prefer this option, pony up a small amount of money. I say small because compared to what you can run with Facebook ads, this is small. And what you can make with Facebook ads, this is small. It's speeding up your learning process and accelerating you to profits faster. So compared to what you'll spend on your own learning the systems through trial and error, not to mention all the value you're getting. So this is it. You take the red pill or the blue pill. You take the blue pill, story ends. You wake up in your bed, believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Morpheus to Neo, right? In Matrix, I love that movie. Here's some perspective on the cost of this. If you run a Facebook ad campaign for 31 days at $35 per day, you're going to spend a little over $1,000. But you're going to make mistakes. You're going to flounder with some of this stuff. So it's decision time. You can, option A, go at this alone. Or option B, follow a proven system that walks you through it from A to Z and gives you support along the way. I would take option B. It's a no-brainer. But let's throw in another bonus for you just to help you out, make your decision even easier. If you want to know how to get free, and I use double quotes there, leads for your webinar or opt-in funnel, there's about $297 value there. That's bonus number 4. Bonus number 5. Holy bonuses, Batman. The tools you should be using. Okay, there's a lot of tools out there, a lot that I use, and I want to show them to you. So that's about $297 value right there. So it's a tale of two people. There's Lazy Larry, eating some Cheetos, getting fat on the couch. And then there's Take Action Ted. And I love his shirt, Fist Pump Champion. I'd rather work with Take Action Ted than Lazy Larry. Okay? So I want you to be Take Action Ted. Let me show you how. Get your copy now, and let's get you on the right track. So just to recap, here's what you're going to get. Traffic to your funnel course, $2,485 value. Bonus number 1, the cherry picker method, $12.97 value. Bonus number 2, how to create the perfect audience for your ads, $9.97 value. Bonus number 3, private Facebook group, $14.97 value. Bonus number 4, free leads for your webinar or opt-in funnel, $2.97 value. Bonus number 5, tools you should be using, $2.97 value. Total value, $6,870. Okay? Just before I let you go here, like I said, I'm not going to keep you all night, or all day, or night, depending on where you are. I want you to go here, the Will Smith skydiving story. It's awesome. Basic gist, He was in Dubai. His friends convinced him to go up and do skydiving. The night before, he's terrified. Fear was just taking over. But he conquered it. He got in the plane. He went up there, went to 14,000 feet, door open. He's like, man, why am I jumping out of a perfectly good airplane? I've never been in a plane where the doors open before. This is crazy. The light went green. The instructor had already said, we're going to count to three, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to jump. So they're sitting there, light goes green. They scooch over to the door. The instructor goes 1, 2, and they jump. And then he's just screaming. He's like, oh, like plummeting towards the earth, right? And then after a couple seconds, he said it just became pure bliss. He's like, I'm flying. This is awesome. This is the best feeling in the world. And then when he landed, he said to the instructor, like, okay, dude, you told me we're going to jump on 3. And he said, well, I tell everybody that, and then I go on 2, because if I go to 3, then you're going to brace yourself, try and grab the door, and then we're going to spin out the door, and it is going to be terrifying. He's like, nice. The key takeaway is this, though. The best things in life come after the moments of greatest fear. So I thought that was awesome. And you can go to that link, and you can see the video. Okay? Don't let fear stop you from doing anything. So let's do this. Remember, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have any questions, please contact me. Email me or hit me up in the free PPC Coach Facebook group. So if you're wondering where that is, go to Facebook, type in PPC Coach group, and it'll come up. It's free. You can join. I'd love for you to get started right now. It is a $9.97 investment, but it's an investment. It's an investment in speeding up your learning curve, getting you up and running quicker, and giving you access to a system that I've spent a ton of time, a ton of money, and a ton of energy developing. So I want to help you, but I can't help you unless you want to be helped. Does that make sense? I'd love to see you in there. Post any questions you have in the group. Fire me some emails. When you do get in there, I want you to be a success story. So I want to hear your testimonial. So I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear everything. So go there, get started now, $9.97, ppc-coach.com/traffic. Hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to work with you.